Hello YouTube! I'm Pinstar and this is Rose-Colored Goggles with SimCity 4. Episode 12-ish? I'm sure someone in the comment will... you'll see the sign on the title and that will be the correct episode. But anyway, we have our shiny new airport and we're starting to develop around it. We're getting close to squashing out the last vestiges of our old agricultural business. It did help give us a leg up, I will give it that, but it is time to modernize. Right then, we are... Oh yeah, one other thing I wanted to do, because I saw this as a problem. If we go here to congestion, our well-to-do people are having trouble driving to their jobs, and because high wealth sims tend to want to drive rather than take any kind of mass transit, we need to give them a better avenue to do that. So basically, the people on the northern side here, in the JC Beach, Janus shoreline area, need to be able to drive down here, and this one-way road, while serving its purpose for the Weeping Willow zone, needs to be amended. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep this one-way road because this Weeping Willow zone is still very much valid, but this is going to go down like this. The other thing is this little offshoot here, I think we need to rework this area and just have the road be contiguous. So we are going to be doing some bulldozing here. We're going to bulldoze that. We're going to bulldoze this. We're going to send you down through here. And yes, I know we're probably going to, smash up some of these, but that's okay. And actually, now that we have this road here, we don't need this little helper road. All right, now to fix the zones here. All right, so our high-tech industrial still gets to be high-tech industrial down here. These right here, these residentials are all invalid. So these, I think, yeah, we were keeping all of these as low density, and I don't actually mind keeping it as low density. Although this is sort of an arterial road, so it's actually maybe not so bad. And actually these are closer to it, so I'm okay going medium density here. And then we'll do a 3 for medium density up here. That should not be too bad. That shouldn't be too bad at all. So now our high wealth individuals should be able to drive down to the high tech industries, down to the commercial zones a lot more effectively. All right, let's unpause for a second. We'll see how this ultimately does for us. Because yeah, I didn't really like that setup before. It was a little awkward. Now then, over here we were developing down here. I do want to get some commercial zones going. Also, we had this area, and so my thought was if we build this and let this go, we should be able to get a nice fat 3x4 right there. And then down here, you know what, we're just going to do some open areas. And I kind of want to try the same thing here. These really need to be by 4s so they can hug the thing. So I'm actually gonna put our town hall down here. It's been a while since we've built that, and town hall absolutely helps our. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. City Hall is what I meant. Yeah, we put it something like right here. And that should have a nice big radius that will help the rest of these develop better. Now, as far as these, we are going to have to rezone them, but that's okay. Let's zone up this area first. And actually this thing right here, just to maximize our zoning. We can get 1, 2 like that. And then here we can do, see how these things are now more inclined to be big fat, you know, developments? That's because of the desirability boost from City Hall. Can we get a twofer here? No, good enough. All right, let's wipe these things out and see if we can do better. Not there. Not yet. All right, well, I'm just gonna leave them clear for a hot minute while the desirability sort of fans out. But I might as well get this area, because look at all these 3x3s. I mean, we could, if we really wanted to, go for some high density development. We'll see how these go, because we also have the desirability booster of this movie studio over there. Now, down here, what I've decided is we're going to go down like that. We're going to have you go down like that. And this is all, this line will separate the commercials from the industrials. So the industrials go down here because they all have this one outlet right here. And I don't want to build up too much industrial, but I also want to build up enough. And we're going to do medium density up here. Actually, no, that is going to be, we're going to do commercial zones up here. So down here, this is going to, well, I guess we could do, all right, some of these I think we are going to extend the roads down, just because the industrials need the touch points. But we'll do it like, I don't like, well, there isn't too many. And then these can go off of here. Down here we can do heavy. I'm okay with that. And then closer up here, we can go for, just to keep the pollution at bay, we can go for medium. We'll see if there's a big hole in the middle. If there is, we'll adjust. And then, yeah, up here, go, well, not low density commercial. I mean, we're pretty much sticking medium. All right. I'm not sure if the forfer will actually work here, but we'll see. Actually, I might do this as medium industrial. Just let it be right there, and then over here we'll start the commercials. Now let's get down some bus stops, because we know we need those. Got one over here, so one over here will be ideal. And then one over here. One right there. Oh yeah, speaking of, we need bus stops over here. Well, we got the one bus stop over here. Got the bus stop here, got the bus stop here. We need one up here in this corner. Sorry, building in oh wait, never mind. You're hiding the bus stop that was already there. Sorry, building in progress. Here, we'll make you a little tiny high density block there. All right, let's get the simulation going a little bit further. Also, we still have a pretty gnarly crime problem. Oh yeah, looks like our thing is already developing. Rolling contractors for the win. You know what? Let me just double check my ordinances. Let's see. CPR training. That's expensive. Free clinics, junior sports. Power Conservation Act might not be a bad one. Also expensive though. Commuter shuttle service I do want, because that actually improves the chances that people will take mass transit. So that's worth the price of entry. I might actually do the Youth Curfew Act. I know it lowers your mayor rating, but them youths need to be curfewed. But it does lower crime. It's just not very popular. And yeah, we're probably going to need some extra police protection around here, like double-barreled police protection. Also, the other thing that might help our desirability is some fire protection. Yeah, we actually kind of need a fire station up here. Especially since we're dealing with a bunch of industrial zones. Plus, it'll help the desirability of the area. Alright, yeah, there goes the manufacturing demand here. Alright, let's double check here. Do we get our big zones? Not yet. Do we get our big zones if we do high density? No. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Just want to make sure this Big McLarge thing is, yeah. So one little trick I've learned, even though this does not boost desirability for commercial zones or industrial zones, the cemetery actually sucks up a lot of pollution. So I might actually throw down a cemetery like right here. Just to sort of soak up the pollution that's going to be, you know, sort of radiating off of our little industrial park down here, and also the airport. So the commercial zones up here don't get quite as polluted. No water, no way again already? Okay. Well, we did just build a lot of industrial zones. and they suck up a lot of water, so sure. Man, we got to be getting close to our large water pump at this point. I might just throw it down and just demolish all of our little water pumps. We are paused, yes, yes. There's our large water pump. Let me just go find any other little water pumps, because this, otherwise this would be complete overkill if we have too many of the other. The water purifier, that stays. And I think that's it for the water pumps. So that should keep our water at bay. Oops. Just wanted to replace that one with that. And actually all the others that we demolished can be replaced with, well, any of them that were next to roads can be replaced with something. Little flower garden here. Should be good. Alright, we're getting some growth over here. Some high wealth growth, too. Yeah, see, now, this says it is... Aha! That was your issue. Alright, well, you know what? We're putting a little something in here for you. How about some tennis courts? People like tennis courts, and I don't think we've done enough of those. The other thing I might do here, just to encourage people to do mass transit of some sort, is let's get a parking lot down here, because this is sort of our wall O parking lots. And then a bus stop here. Also, speaking of bus stops, no, this is still part of our driving area, so I'm not dedicated to doing bus stops along every single way here. That's kind of what the parking lot's for. However, I will fix you. So that you're facing the road. There we go. Okay. Yeah, these aren't being used a ton, but I want to provide it just so that people have the option to go on there. This one's barely being used, but I might replace those. But we'll see if this one gets used a bit more, because you got the people coming down from this road. I also might transform those into like subways if the traffic around here becomes gnarly enough. Because I mean, the one thing I've been seeing when we go onto our traffic here is the rails are getting really highly congested. Like, this is kind of the reason why I don't want to keep hammering away at our rail connections, is because we're already maxing these things out. Which, I mean, that's not a bad thing. You know, might as well use them. They're a great thing to use, but yeah, they're getting full. Alright, can we get our zones up yet? Not yet. You know what we probably need is more police protection. I know we already have a big, fat, deluxe protection over here, but these are the areas that really need to get it stacked. Because commercial is fairly sensitive to crime. Maybe I'll put it over here, but maybe not. Yeah, you know, I think this is the better place for it. Just to double up this area. Well, first things first. This is certainly going to be a thing. That's going to be a thing. These are going to be things. Yeah, they still only want the 3x3s. Alright, that should help our crime situation. Let's hop back over here to our residential zones, which are developing quite nicely. I'm still super happy about this Butts condos here. Going right in the super sweet spot that I gave it for explicitly that purpose. This along here, these need to be medium density residentials for certain. Now along this line here, I had a thought. I kind of want this to be another wealthier area, like further down the tail here, especially since they're going by highway. So let's encourage that by using one of our gifts, the Country Club. So if we go down like that, yeah, nice big fat country club. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Go along here, and then, yeah, bifurcate that, boom, boom, boom. And that sort of naturally spaces out the exits here. Alright, along here, we're going to get medium density. Whoa, that's some interesting medium density there. Those go along here. These go along here. And then up here we do some more streets. Part of me kind of wants to link these up just for ease of use. I'm not going to brute force that because that is a legitimate contour here. But what I am going to do is I'm going to start lowering the density. All right, you want to do that? That actually kind of works out. You want to do that? That actually kind of works out. And then the ones closer to the highway, convention center. Yeah, because we built the municipal airport, we get a convention center. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do medium along this last line right here. Let's make sure we have plenty of water. We do. Well, almost actually. There's a couple of parts where we don't actually. We don't need to do a whole line for this. We'll just do a little offshoot here. This one probably needs its own line, even if it's mostly going to be in the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that I counted correctly. This will catch anybody on the shore, and then as the land poofs out like this, it will provide water to these. Local hospitals, pockets, picks. You're probably talking about this medical center. No, you're not. Oh, is this one getting overloaded again? Yeah, it is. Why are you getting overloaded again? Because I'm not building new stuff for you. That one is... I'm going to do a little wind power plant right here for that one. Unless, hang on. Can we get... the marina? Can the marina go somewhere around here? Because this would be a perfect spot for it. Yes. Beautiful. In which case, we will hook you right up to here. Although, might be better off. Yeah, I guess we could do that. I have little high density bungalows here. You don't need this little nub. And you know what? We're going to do some medium density along the top here. Because these are near the seaport. I might need to increase this thing's radius so that it grabs more patients from the other one, so it doesn't go on strike. Alright, these are all built out. One more try on these. Nope. Not quite. I mean, I could do like a little side road here, but that kind of defeats the purpose. Hang on, let me try something. What happens if I do something like this? Go down to my small plazas, because commercial zones love small plazas. I mean, they love medium plazas too, but... Let's see if those here give us the little more oomph that we need. No? Still not quite. Actually, you know what? We're going to do that, and I'm going to do something else. We're going to do just a bunch of little parks. Or rather, the open grassy areas. Because these will also help absorb pollution, which might be coming off of the airport. And then, you know what? We do another little police bunker right here. Again, just trying to maximize the police force. Because the crime in this area is gnarly, to say the least. Or at least the airport, anyway. We're knocking down the rest of the crime, but yeah, every little bit helps. And I do like the touch of it, you know, making the sounds of like cars being broken into when you're hovering over a high crime area. All right, well, those developed nice and quickly. All right, how's our new residential zone doing? These are starting to pick up.
Uh-oh! Ooh.
Ow! Our citizens are really freaking good golfers. Like, really good golfers. Dang. If the average score is 3 under, that's like... your average Joe and Jane golfer is still hitting under, which is crazy. I don't know why this says this one is no paths or anything like that. Ooh, we got something else going up here, something better going here. Edmund Planners, High Wealth Commercial Office, that's what we like to see. A nice iconic big fat commercial building right here on the coast is kind of like, that's a nice set piece for our whole commercial district. And yeah, this whole area is doing quite nicely. Let me do one quick scan to make sure that our industrial zones have no invaders. High tech, manufacturing, yep, hang on. Now, how is this working? Yeah, about as before. I think if we do hook up some subways with them, that might entice them to use them a bit more. Nice 2-story houses. Still got these Butts condos. And the highway seems to be getting a fair bit of use. Let's check schools in the area. Large Elementary is doing well. And I know we have a library sort of hiding around back here. Yeah. That library was in need of a boost. Part of me wants to put a high school here. I think we certainly can afford it, and we can use the coverage. It's not going to hit everybody. Also, do we need the large high school? Because, yeah, this thing is massive. We don't quite have the room for it right here, anyway. We do have it down here. We would certainly get a lot of takers. Yeah, why not? Large high school. Let's reduce the bus funding just a bit to bring it into easier. Because there's no real sense in covering a lot of the commercial zones. And then we'll give it a couple of ticks to grab all the high school students and start educating them. Because they're getting all of the students here. Ooh. Preps, another free prep school? Absolutely. That's going right down here. Yeah, this is all going to be sort of hoity-toity stuff. So we'll put the prep school down here. Wow, even more prep schools. I must have been sitting on some sort of a threshold here. All right, so that's going to get everything here. We're going to get a lot more education. That's also going to help reduce our crime. You know, we could... I know we have one of our prep schools, like, down here. One could certainly fit and be very used in the north. I know we have a prep school around here. Still have our ring around the rosy here. And education. This will highlight the schools for me. Huh. Well, that's the private school. Yeah. You know what? I think we need the other private school up here. Because these are all Richie Riches, but they're not very well educated. Yeah, I think that's the correct answer here. That will help this little corner up here to recover and succeed. And that will probably reduce the number of students from the public schools. Not that these are overflowing or bursting at the seams. Alright, so if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar signing out. See ya. Bye.